My question to Honorable Bahati: what happens to lives that you have already ruined? Do they reconstruct their businesses? Because in my area, people who were carrying out this exercise, you had the military, police, the technical people, but also goons. They had hired goons like these ones who were in NRM t-shirts during campaigns, stealing and mobile money.
The ones you had addressed in NRM t-shirts. You address them in NRM t-shirts. Let's for Honorable Semuju, let's leave those other issues. If somebody goes and gets a yellow t-shirt, that does not mean that is NRM. But what is important is the excessive force that was being used in evicting these people, in the destruction, is what must be resolved.
I agree with you.
You know, you have a very good point. You have a good point, but when you bring politics into it, you dilute it. But your point is really very, very important.
Madam Speaker, I agree, and I can understand when you have a presiding officer who is also the second vice chairman of NRM.
And also a woman member of parliament under NRM.
So I understand, but the question that the Honorable Bahati must answer, the most critical one: do people reconstruct their lives, I mean their businesses? Two, wherever you want to carry out an exercise like this, can you do it with a human face? Must you go and carry all the rumpens wherever they exist and they're the one insulting people? The things you have said, they cannot be said by policemen and military. But it was a gang. They abuse, they insult. So next time you want to restore trade order, can you do it with a human face?
You know, like what Ibrahim is saying, the army is very, very professional. If you use the army, they will not do like what was reported to Inter-Religious Council, those kind of utterances. If you use the police, but when you get people, you hire those people, they will just do what they have been told to do.
Madam Speaker, as I said, we are going to continue the consultations to see how best this the objective of this exercise can be achieved, and will ensure that nobody is hurt, nobody is abused. Professional people are used to do any government work so that there is peace. The intention of this is to bring order, and order must be brought in an orderly manner without interfering with people's lives and livelihoods. So the consultations will carry on, but the most important thing to note today as we go into appropriation is that the trade order has been suspended until further notice, and the communication will be out by the Prime Minister. Thank you.
Thank you. We need that communication out so that whatever is happening is put at hold. Yes, Lob.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I'm rising first to react to your communication about the need for members of parliament to be in this house to perform their duty of appropriation. Yesterday you were clear, Madam Speaker, I was here. The message went out clearly. The front bench, the government chief whip, and a host of ministers were...
Actually, it is the core value.
Yes.
Their core role.
They were present. And Madam Speaker, you know, our friends from the NRM have been priding themselves into the dominance they had in this house. And when an important matter like this is coming up, we don't see them. And when there are other non-important matters, you see them. Yesterday I saw somewhere in town, almost a quorum needed to pass legislation here. We're hanging out in a hotel. I don't know whether they have hangover, why they are not here. So I would like to ask the current leader of government business to whip his members to come, as I also do for my side.
Please, can both of you whip your members to be in the house?
Yeah. Secondly, I would like to appreciate the action taken by government to suspend the implementation of the trade order. Madam Speaker, we had raised, and I remember the Honorable Semuju had raised it here. If we had accorded him time at that moment, maybe we would have salvaged something. I think by the time he raised up to now, we have spent about 3 weeks or a month, and the damage to people's lives and property has been enormous. And I hope that next time when something as important as that comes up, this House accords members opportunity to present. I want to say this: everyone wants this country to be orderly, but I want to caution government that you don't just wake up and then decide to take some actions. You must think through, you must consult. This trade order, clearly, I think it was a matter of shooting and then aiming after. There was no consultation, and I'm happy now you are talking that you are going to consult. Why do you start doing something when you have not involved the key stakeholders? That should have been the first step, and I think it's an indictment on the methods of operation of government, which shouldn't be in that direction.
But you see, this trade order, Honorable Minister, we are not saying it's bad. Recently, I think 2 weeks back, I went to Lira. There is where they call produce something. You'd find the place is now calm. You can walk. I went to Nachivuo one evening. It was calm. But how we do it progressively, make these people understand that this place is a road reserve. You're not supposed to have this here. And where we need markets to relocate these people, we put these people in gazetted markets. Those who do not want to be in the gazetted market are the ones who should be removed. But they should not be removed using goons like Honorable Semuju is talking about, saying. We should not use goons. We have other ways of removing these people. Here's James.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for allowing me. Right Honorable Speaker, as you have put it, this trade order is not bad, because the problem is how do we manage it? What precedes another? Because, Madam Speaker, Right Honorable Semuju...
James, before you bring that,
yes.
Honorable Minister, you said the trade order has been suspended. Does that mean you're saying that the ones who were removed are going to come back, or you're maintaining the status quo? Because people will go back to the street and say they have suspended, so we go back.
Madam Speaker, the suspension, as we do the consultations and prepare to do better, just means that we are suspending where we had not reached. But where we have covered, it remains the way it is. Those that have already been taken back to the markets, that is the situation. But we are going to continue consulting, and by end of June, we should have a better way of handling this matter. I want to comfort the leader of opposition that there are things that should not really AI should not bother you a lot, because you are here. If somebody said Jonathan is not in the house, would that really bother you? Because you are here. But you know the position you are in. I thank you.
Thank you. James was on the floor.
Right Honorable Speaker, Honorable Semuju raised something very critical. Because when you are in operation room, operating a woman, if you don't know what to do, you will kill that woman and the child. So, but you are responsible for the deaths of the two. Now, even that you didn't consult and you did things haphazardly, what is your accountability on the loss of the people who were innocent and those ones who also lost their property. Two, Madam Speaker.
We cannot conclude that they were not consulted.
That's what he has said.
No, he has not said that. At least I'm very sober.
Right, Honorable Speaker. Another thing I want to trace to the Minister of Trade is about the skyrocketing prices of fuel. Right, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you for watching Lango News channel. Please subscribe for more updates.